7 lat Food Truck czekał, żeby Emanuel Olisadebe pojawił się w naszym formacie i dzieje się tak między innymi dlatego, że partnerem tego odcinka jest Galacticos Show, pojedynek legend XXI wieku. Team Ronaldinho versus Team Totti. Legendy wracają na boisko już 25 kwietnia na Superauto.pl w Stadionie Śląskim.
Do tego wiele innych ciekawych nazwisk: Dida, Materazzi, właśnie wspomniany Totti, Ludowik Juli. No ja niezwykle czekam na dyspozycję boiskową Emanuela Olisadeba. Jeżeli wy chcecie być świadkami tego wielkiego wydarzenia, no to możecie jeszcze dostać ostatnie wejściówki. Znajdziecie wszelkie szczegóły w linku w opisie, także serdecznie was do tego zapraszamy.
Sami nie wierzyliśmy, że to się może wydarzyć, ale Emanuel Olisadebe wsiadł do Food Trucka. Jesteśmy z tego powodu bardzo dumni. Mamy teraz czas, żeby porozmawiać, ale nie martw się, nie będziemy rozmawiać po polsku.
No problem.
Chociaż coś tam mówisz, możemy, wiesz, rozwiać mity. Trochę rozumiesz. Tylko będziemy rozmawiać po angielsku. So first question is what you are doing in Poland, actually.
Yeah, I'm here for an exhibition game with Galacticos and with a lot of stars, and it's good to be part of such an event.
How many years you've been in Poland? You haven't been
I think
Poland,
I was here 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Yes, 10 years ago. A long time.
Yeah, you are a legend to our generation, but you don't give many interviews. We don't know exactly what are you doing currently. So what do you do in Nigeria?
I get this question a lot, and ex-footballers. I'm an ex-footballer, so we try to invest, try to earn a living from doing stuff. I'm not into coaching or anything football, but I try to do a few stuffs, to earn a living, like in construction, investing money with the banks and things like that, just to earn a living. Nothing fancy, just...
Okay, but from time to time you play football also?
Sure.
With your friends?
Sure. With old people. We play. We have fun. We try to... It's good for the health to be active.
Yeah.
I play sometimes, not active, but just for fun.
So what about your stamina for the Saturday's game?
I don't know. I hope I can survive. I hope I will survive, but yeah, I think we all are here to have fun, and we'll see, give the fans what they want, try to score a goal and celebrate maybe.
Actually, Polish fans still loves you, so my question is why you haven't been in Poland for so many years?
I cannot give you an exact answer because like now I'm here. There's a reason to be here, and that's why I'm here, and I'm happy to be here, and I look forward to making more trips to Poland, and for me, Poland is not a holiday destination.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to go, I don't like the cold weather and things like that. There are many other places to go to, but maybe in the future, I don't know.
So maybe this is gonna be a good question because the perspective of time is very good. So what was your first impression in Poland? In 1997, I guess.
Wow.
Because I heard that you wanted to go back to Nigeria many times.
When I came to Nigeria, I was in the Warsaw, the airport, but my first destination was here. Mm-hmm. So I drove a few hours from Warsaw to Kraków and had my first training here, like a test. And it was successful, but there was a problem with the money. And
okay.
Coming now, I've not been to Warsaw. I flew from Frankfurt here, but seeing Kraków, I know a little bit about, because I had a friend play here. Nigerian Sunday Ibrahim was playing here, and from time to time I come. I think the biggest change is the people. I think there's a sense of
the mentality,
like those days when you walk on the street, people look at you like different. But now I don't see that. Everybody just normal.
Okay, so but there was a problem with the racist cases and things?
You don't in Kraków. You don't see it, like it's not obvious. Like you don't see it on the streets. But you come to Lagos. A white guy comes to Lagos. Normal. Mm-hmm. You go somewhere inside, they're surprised. What are you doing here? Same
Why
thing.
You are here?
Why you're here? Same thing here. In Kraków. Yeah.
But in Warsaw, when you played for Polonia, you had some problems with these issues?
Not really. Not really. It was there. It was there, but not very, very loud. Like, you know, you could hear some comment, funny comment, but they don't stop you. Like, you want to go to a restaurant and they say don't go. No,
Okay.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, but there were
Also,
some, you know, very complicated situations during the match.
Yeah, during games, yeah. During
There-
games, you experience some things everywhere. You know. Not,
Yeah, in Spain as well.
yeah, not only in Poland. It's I got used. It was a shock in the beginning, but after some times I played with my psychology and said, yeah, they just want you to play bad, and they make different sounds and make you feel bad. But I think for me it didn't affect me because these things make me want to play well.
But
yeah.
you said us before the recording that Legia fans know exactly where you live in Warsaw.
Yes, they know. They know. It's a long story. They know because I very close to the center. I always visited. You know, I had a relationship there, so I always went there from time to time. And the people in the area knew I was coming there with the car. They know my car, so it wasn't. There was no confrontation, but you know, you could feel it that the opposing fans were like, you know, Polonia and Legia were.
So talking about football, it was easier for you to adapt in the Polish dressing room over 20 years ago?
It depends on the individual. Like for me, I'm somebody that keeps to myself. So it doesn't matter what is. I have my own cocoon. I go
Okay.
inside and I don't care what.
What's happening outside?
No,
yeah?
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
so it was easier for me
Okay.
to accept some things. Yeah.
But I think Jerzy and Michał Liskiewicz, you know the guys,
Yes,
claims
yes,
that you wanted to back to Nigeria and they need to convince you to stay in Poland to feel more comfortable and so on. You remember this time and who exactly convinced you to stay?
You
in
mean to
Poland?
play for Poland or
No,
to
no,
stay?
to stay in the country.
Yeah, they felt like I would have a better future here. Like, you know, it was they told me from a good place, like you would have a good career here. They know you here, you can make something. But I always wanted to go. I always wanted to go back, like for now, and you know, missed my family for years and things like that. So it was a no-brainer for me. I even they tried to convince me I wasn't going to, not because I don't like, but I feel, you know, the culture and everything was better for me.
And what was your first impression about the level of football in Poland?
Yeah, coming from Nigeria, it was better. You know, it was a lot more, you know, physical, like intensive. You know, the Nigerian football was slower, kind of, and a lot of like it was like a job. In Nigeria, sometimes we tend to like, oh, it's fun.
Yeah.
But in Poland was no, you have to.
Very professional.
Yes, you
way
have
and
to
so
go
on.
every time. And in the beginning it was tough, but after 1 year, the next year I was better.
So they had right because you had very great career in Poland, actually, especially in the Polish national team.
Yes.
And when you felt first time as a big star in Poland, because you were big star in Poland?
The funny thing is I never felt that.
Never.
Never. I never felt like a star. I knew, you know, you could hear, you could see in the TV, the newspapers, but people that know me know that I was the most normal guy. People always even try to push me. You are a superstar. Behave like a superstar.
Because you didn't like it. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
kind
a
of,
big problem for me. Like it was stressful. Like everywhere you go, you oli.
Oh, it was like paparazzi,
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
cameras,
yeah.
and so on.
Sometimes it was big stuff for me, you know. So
Even during your wedding, I think there was a lot of journalists.
a lot of people.
a lot of people.
You know, I drove around the city in the limousine. You know, people. You know, they see, you know, you come out of the like like a king or something. It was very nice, very nice. I didn't expect it. I thought I would go to the registry, do the paperwork, and go home. But I came out, and I don't know how many people.
So who talked with you first time about your Polish passport and being part of the Polish national team?
It was my coach,
Jerzy Engel.
Jerzy Engel. He came to me and said, if you would like to play. I thought it was a joke, you know. He said, yeah, it's possible. You didn't play for Nigeria, and so it's possible. But don't worry, we can find out if you play for Nigeria or not. But it's very possible you can play for Poland.
And you said like what?
Okay, if it's possible, why not? And after a few weeks, you know, a lot of consultation, he came to me, and no, I heard it. Some guy came, a journalist came with the Polska,
Yeah.
and said, "You're Polish," and put around my neck for photo. I was like, maybe it's a joke. Then after a few hours, you know, everywhere buzzing, "Oh, you're Polish, you're Polish," even in my team. And then I saw Engel, and he said, "Congratulations, you
So
play for
everything was
Poland."
very quick.
It was very,
yeah?
very quick.
And your family in Nigeria, what they
No, this
did
was my
say, like,
decision. No, nobody.
nobody knew about it even before.
I didn't consult anybody.
With nobody.
No,
Oh,
it was my decision.
and so they finally
They saw.
saw and said what? Like,
Nothing. Well,
you are not Nigerian, you are not Polish.
Good luck.
good luck, exactly. Yes.
It was a team with a lot of strong, big characters. So
Yes.
was it easy to get into that group?
Like I said, like I try to stay in my own space,
World.
my own world. So I don't go in your space. You don't come in my space. So it was a very good relationship. No problems. I never had problems with anybody because I do my job. And when we meet, like before the games, we sit down, we do what stuffs the national team do together. And after we play the games, and that's it. It was very professional.
I think in the beginning, the Michał Żewłaków was responsible for your
Yeah.
adaptation. In
Yeah,
the
yeah, he
national
helped
team,
a lot.
How it looks.
He helped a lot because his English was very good. You know, the twins.
The twins.
Yeah.
So-
They've got a birthday today.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Happy birthday. They were good because their English was very good and nice guys. And so many times they translate, and there was good communication between me and the twins. Yes.
But you have some relationship with other players, or you just didn't need that inside the team?
Yeah, it was not like relation. I didn't go for coffee with anybody. Like,
Okay.
Yeah. So, but there was no hard feelings. You know, it was all love. But you know, everybody showed their love in a different way. And for me, you could see in my eyes that I'm part of the team. I want to help. And like I said, I was in my own mind.
It was the best time of your career, football career?
Disqualification to the...
Yeah, I think so, because you know it was a two-way street. It's either you make it or you're shit. So, like for me, I think I do better under pressure. So, but the pressure was very big.
Partnerem programu jest marka Hisense, producent telewizorów RGB Mini LED, które oferują kinową jakość obrazu, wysoki kontrast i precyzyjne sterowanie podświetleniem. A my tymczasem wracamy do rozmowy z MC. We were talking that you scored so many goals during this qualification because you didn't know how it was hard in the past in Poland, that we are waiting for 16 years for the World Cup and so on. And you didn't know, so you didn't have a pressure to do it.
Yeah, that kind of pressure. But during the process, I found out that it was 16 years. But in the beginning, I didn't know that
We are waiting so
the
long.
Polish was waiting for this for so long. You know, it was during the process of the qualification in the newspapers and people telling me, I started to understand what it meant for the Polish people. And this was a great motivation because it's an opportunity to write your name in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, the beginning of the qualification campaign was amazing. You scored 2 goals against Ukraine.
Yes, yes.
It was also an interesting game because, on the other hand, they had Shevchenko, Rebrov, and
Yeah.
fans also were singing some chants about you. Yeah, they were trying to provoke you.
Yeah. It happened. In some newspapers, I saw my picture and I saw Shevchenko. Like, okay, for me in this moment, I think I wasn't close to Shevchenko at all. But it was a good feeling, and like I said, I work better under pressure, so it was big pressure for me. But yes, the chance and everything, it's normal for me. It's not nice, but you have to accept it and go on with your job. I see some people hear chants and they want to go out, stop the game. For me, I don't support this.
Okay.
But you said that you were disappointed about what happened during the World Cup, about the reaction of the players.
Yeah, that's my
dressing room.
opinion.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, because I wouldn't like sit here and talk about it's an inside thing, but I think the team we were before the World Cup was a different team in the World Cup.
Why?
I think internal things in the team, like because if you look at that team, not the best players, not superstars, but a good unit. We understood each other, and we knew what the other player didn't have, and the other person tried to cover. And many times we sit together, like after games, we make jokes and everything. It was a very good unit. And I think during the World Cup proper, because we didn't have experience of such a big, because really, I think the World Cup is the biggest. It's so big.
It was surprising for you? When you
It
saw
was
this?
a shock for me. I mean, you don't have space to do anything. It was the media coverage of the World Cup is huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. And if you can from my side, it affected me. It was big pressure.
Okay.
You with everybody in the world, the big stars, the Brazilians, everybody
Okay.
good players. So I think the Polish team couldn't handle this.
So it's a rather mental case,
It's a mental.
not the physical. Because in
No,
Poland
no.
we were discussing, maybe we are not so well prepared to the tournament.
Yes, that I can say that's the second thing, because I had a problem with the time.
Yeah.
It was a big problem for me.
8 hours
Okay.
difference. Yeah.
Difference, and I don't sleep all night.
Yeah.
And in the morning I feel
So you
sleepy.
had to take some pills, yeah?
Yes, I had to go to training, and to adapt was very difficult for me personally. And you didn't have time, but you could see in the third game how we played, because we started to adapt better. And that was it. Yeah.
Or lack of energy, for example?
It's hard if you don't rest. You don't rest. You have the body. We had to have electromagnetic mat
Yes.
to, get the strength. They gave us. So it was really difficult.
So you said that you have no proper relationship with the players, but who was your favorite player to play with in this national team? Because they were a lot of interesting
I think
guys.
my striking partner would be
Paweł
Krzysztof.
Krzysztof.
Yeah, I think he was selfless. Like no complaints, quiet guy. He saw you, he gave you the ball. So I think we had a
Good connection.
I think so. I believe so, because I was very comfortable playing alongside him. I did no day I thought maybe he was trying to be, how would I put it, like above, like a superstar. He was normal guy, nice guy.
And after the World Cup, after such a big disappointment, you lost a little bit motivation to play for that team?
Yeah, I can say yes. Because being the kind of person I am, and the disappointment in the World Cup, and Mr. Engel leaving, he was the everything. I lost a lot of.
Was father of your career.
Yeah,
actually,
I lost a lot of motivation, and I didn't feel like I could do anything for the team anymore. So it was best, to
But Zbigniew Boniek was appointed as a new coach. How do you remember him as a coach?
I didn't stay too long with him.
Yeah,
It
just
was for a few
2
games.
games, yeah.
Went San Marino
and Latvia, but you weren't on the bench.
He was vice president when
Yeah.
you were played in the World Cup.
He was vice president. Yes.
Vice president of the federation. Yeah.
Yes. He was in the World Cup with us.
Yeah.
So yes, I remember. So yeah, he was there for a few games, but nothing I remember. Like it wasn't. At that moment, I was not. I was thinking really hard about playing.
But
in the
there
national team.
were some talks, some negotiations with Emmanuel Olisadebe after to try to convince him to try again be in the national team or not.
Yeah, there was. I think the next coach was what's his name?
Pavel Janas?
Pavel Janas. I think he made an effort, but I think I wasn't feeling it. Like, you know, maybe I need more convincing. I felt without Engel in the national team, I had no chance. You know, new players. I didn't know how to communicate with the new players, and I felt I wasn't comfortable anymore.
And even your wife, because she was Polish,
Yes.
didn't try to convince?
No, nothing about football. No idea.
Okay.
No
And
idea.
are you satisfied with your club career? Because I heard some rumors that FC Porto was following you with Jose Mourinho.
You know a lot. my
Arsenal
friend.
was following
Wow.
you. Is that true?
Yes. Yeah, you know, my career is a bit. I think I could have done more. You know, but when I look back, I'm still proud of what I achieved, especially the biggest playing for Poland and going to the World Cup. I think this is the biggest for me in national team, and with that, I believe I could achieve more, but I cannot complain. I mean,
What is your favorite
it-
goal for the Polish national team, actually?
There are many. All were very important, but I always say the first game.
Against Romania?
Against Romania?
Yeah, that was.
Or against
but the
Ukraine?
World Cup qualifier.
Ah,
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
against Ukraine, yeah.
Yeah, because that was a big step in. That gave me comfort. Like, okay, you can do this. Even when I went back to my club, they told me, Emmanuel, because you were running everywhere, you know. Because in Polonia was a different style, so it was big motivation for me. I think that first goal, the one against Romania, was very.
You
very-
played with an injury, yeah?
Yes, I broke my shoulder. So
Really?
Yeah, it went off. So I came in the dressing room and I told the coach. He said, "Change." I said, "No, I don't change." I say, "Can
Because
you?"
it was make or break, yeah?
Yeah.
It was my first game. I cannot go out like that. And I said, "Can you, doctor? Can you?" He said, "No, Emmanuel." I said, "Please, you have to."
Give me an injection, yeah?
Yeah, so injection like for horses. And I couldn't believe it. In 5 minutes, I was like, "Oh,
It's working.
wow!"
Amazing.
And thank God, 1-1, I scored the goal, and you know that was the beginning. So it was a good decision to take that injection.
I think when we ask Polish fans or fans of Polish national team about their favorite goal of Emmanuel Olisadebe, they would choose goal against USA in World Cup.
Yeah,
I think
as a
so.
fan, yes,
Yes.
that goal was
The goal was
explosive.
beautiful and emotional thing,
yes,
you know.
yes. And the moment,
And the
yes.
moment, yeah,
yes, yes.
it was-
I agree.
Yeah, I still remember the celebration.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. But for me, you know, the beginning is always the best for me.
Maybe we talked more about your club career as you said,
Yeah.
because it was
So is that
interesting.
true about Arsenal, that they were following you?
I'm not aware of
Okay.
Arsenal. I had good games against Arsenal. Like I told you, I play better under pressure. Big game in England, in Panathinaikos. So I always prepared, especially for these games. So yes, Porto, yes, there was contact, you know, and I think I didn't want to leave Panathinaikos at that moment. And I had a surgery then. I think it wasn't the best because we played the Champions League, I think, UEFA against Mourinho.
Yeah.
And I scored. They never lost in that stadium in 2 years, and we won. And I scored the only goal, so they remember me very well. So I think next year they wanted to sign, but I wasn't ready to leave Panathinaikos.
And you met in Panathinaikos two guys who are really well known in Poland.
Yes.
One in the first of them is Paulo Sousa, and the second is Fernando Santos, because both of them
Fernando
were...
Santos was a coach.
Yeah,
at the
Fernando was a
time.
coach and Pablo
Yeah.
Sousa
was
was a
your
player.
teammate, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there were coaches in Poland.
Yeah.
I got a call, I think, from the journalist about
Yes.
them when they became coaches. A few questions. The Santos, not so good memories with him. I mean, not so
Only
good.
few games, yeah, you played. Under
Yeah,
him.
he was sacked, I think.
Yeah.
And his method was, I don't know how he was in Poland, but in Panathinaikos was a different style. And
It was similar in
he
Poland.
was very strict, like very strong personality. And it didn't work out in Panathinaikos for him. Very unfortunate, but no hard feelings. It's part of life. I didn't have a good, because I was supposed to go to Birmingham, you know. So and he came, so I missed part of the preseason. So I think maybe for him it wasn't so good when I came back, and he tried, you know, to do his job, like but no hard feelings. I mean,
And what about Pablo Sousa? You see
Yeah, it
that
was my-
he's gonna be a coach or no?
he's a coach now.
Yeah, he was a coach of Polish national team as well.
Yeah, I was surprised, but I played with him towards the end of his
Yeah.
career, and he, in the dressing room, he
Next to you.
yeah. And I tell you one funny thing. He was sitting and we were changing, and I said, Sosa, I asked you one question. Why are you in Panathinaikos? He's a big player now. He said, Emmanuel, you will not understand. I said, okay, because I was like such a big star in Panathinaikos.
He got the Champions League
Yeah,
before.
for me, I had, and he said, you don't understand. I said, okay, fine.
And you don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know.
You still regret that you decided to move to England?
Yes, it was a bad move for me, and I don't like to talk about it so much because even many people didn't know I went to Portsmouth, but I mean I take it like a journey, and I learned a lot, and it's something I don't like to remember because it was the first time I really made a bad decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we talked that after World Cup you have no motivation to play in the Polish national team, but you had also some problems with your knees, with your injuries, yeah?
Yeah.
Many people in Poland are asking, no, Olisadebe is older than he told us.
Yeah, like every African player.
Yeah, it's always like, there was this one guy in Poland who told in the interview that this for sure, because I saw him, I don't know, documents or something,
Yeah.
and he's older than in reality.
Yeah, he's lucky. He's still very lucky. I was in Nigeria then, but I don't know. But you know, most African players have this. You know, if you don't play football, sometimes you don't know what many players suffer with the pain, the knee, the back, and many players play through pain a lot. You know, and mine wasn't different. I had pain, but I still played.
Yeah.
I still played.
So it means that you loved football.
Yeah, I could still play. I could still run. You know, but you know, when you go under the MRI or whatever, you see some, you know,
Issues.
everybody, but it was something I didn't like because it started to spread like I have a bad knee. Yes, I feel pain, definitely, but it wasn't like, I think I was still faster than everybody. So I could still run faster than everybody in the team. So, you know, everybody can have their opinion. It's none of my business.
So do you think that injuries has stopped you to make a better career?
Yes, I believe so, because many times, like, okay, when I went to Birmingham, it was a problem, and I came back, same stuff. People like, you know, stay away, maybe he cannot
It was a problem with the medical tests?
Yeah, always the medical test. I play normal, but when you go for the medical test, I don't know. You know, in medical, you can have a problem somewhere, you don't know, but when you go to the
RTG,
to the scan, they find something. I think that was my case, but yes, I felt pain somewhere, you know, but
there was a story that in 2011, so it's 15 years ago, you had some offer from the Polish club, Lechia Gdańsk, And
Yes.
yeah, it was. It's a
Yes.
true story.
Yes, I was there.
Yeah. So why it didn't work?
I think I had some pain.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I had. We did some exercises because I didn't play for a long time.
Yeah.
So I got the offer, so I went there, but I wasn't fit, So the coach, nice guy, told me, Manu, not gonna work out, and I flew back to Greece. I don't remember. I think after that, I don't remember exactly. I think I played in a second division team.
Yeah.
And I
think so.
stopped.
Yeah.
I stopped.
Maybe it's better for you to not to destroy your monument in Poland to play, with team.
I
with
believe I
yeah.
could still play. I just needed maybe 6 months because football. It gets to a certain stage. You leave the football leaves you.
Mm-hmm.
You need to play, train to get back physically. And I believe I was a pretty strong guy. I could. My mind was strong. So, but it happened. I didn't train for a long time. I started to feel pain. And the coach said, Manuel, was very sorry. I said, no problem.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Before the World Cup, during the peak of your career, when the hype around you was really high, you took a part in the TV commercial show. It was Pepsi World Challenge.
Yes.
Do you remember that TV show, and
Yes,
what memories do you have
I
with that?
I remember.
Because David Beckham was there, Rivaldo, Roberto Carlos.
Veron, big star. I
Rafa
think I
Marquez.
was the smallest star. there.
No, they were
Big stars.
some Chinese guys played also there.
Yeah. Was in Newcastle. I remember it like yesterday. Yes, I remember. It was good moments. I really I cannot sit here and say I'm disappointed. Everything went the way it was supposed to go. I don't think back. I'm not this kind of person that thinks back and what happened. I always look in front. I'm here today having the interview. It was because of what happened before
Exactly.
that I'm here. So what should I...
And a lot of people wants to interview with you.
For me, it's life. I look at it like life. Football was part of my life, and I'm happy that a guy from Nigeria comes to Poland, no dreams, nothing, and played for a European country,
Becoming an important part of our football history.
Of the football history, go to the World Cup. I mean, this alone for me, it's...
And not only the part of the football history, but actually part of the history in Poland, because
Yes.
you were actually treated as a symbol of changes in the
Yes,
Polish
yes,
society,
culture, yes.
culture, and so on.
Yes.
So it was, I think,
for me,
very important
Yes.
for you as well. So, how your life looks before you came to Poland? How the little Emmanuel lives in Nigeria? What players you admire as a young guy? This is interesting because we know you only from this day.
Yeah.
You were in Poland.
Yeah, I was always a football fan, and I always played football on the streets. Like every Nigerian kid. It's the number one sport. So we had our idols. We had people we wanted to be like.
But what was these people?
Stephen Keshi. I don't know if you know him. It was.
He was a head coach of national team.
Yes, this one. Yes. May his soul rest in peace because he's late now. But he was one of the first guys that made the transition to Europe, to Belgium, because then Nigerian players go to Belgium and maybe Portugal, England not so much. And but we watched the Premier League from time to time, and I was always a fan of football. Like I said, I didn't know. I knew I was good, but I didn't know it would be my career.
But your mother was a teacher, yeah?
Yes.
In a school, so
Yes.
he told you that it's a good...
No, in Nigeria in that moment, football was a bad career.
So what other idols you had as a player?
I would say idol was like Rashidi Yakini. Football was big in Nigeria, but in '94 was the biggest moment.
World Cup in...
Yes.
in USA.
And then Olympic Games in Atlanta.
Was in '96. In this period, football was big. okay, these are superstars. We want to be like them. So it was the Yakinis, the Olises, Amunike.
Amunike.
This squad was the big inspiration for most of us. Like, you know, Kanu is coming for the tournament. Olympic, he was the hero. So in this moment was really when I felt like I could do this, you know, why not?
And people in Nigeria nowadays are interested in your career in Poland. They ask you a lot of times about what happened here, and it sounds like, you know, fairy tale or something.
Yeah, you know, in Nigeria we have a different sense of humor, you know. So they try to, you know, like funny.
They joke about you.
But I understand what they mean. Like, you go to play for Poland. Why you didn't play for Nigeria? I said,
nobody wants to.
I don't know what to answer. Should I reject it? Should I say no? They say, maybe you're right. You should play for Poland.
Would you reject it?
Would you reject it? Something like that.
Yeah.
You have an offer from the European team. Would you reject it? If I was your younger brother, what would you tell me?
Yeah.
Don't play for Poland. And I finish them. They don't speak anymore, you know. So, but they don't know my face. But you say the name, they remember. Oh, I remember this name. He played for Poland in the World Cup. Yeah, they remember the name.
Actually, during these years after you moved to Nigeria, you had a lot of phones from Poland, or some maybe proposals or offers to be, I don't know, like part of some advertisement promotion or
No, not really.
interviews or
Yeah, a lot of interviews. Yes,
Yeah.
people really wanted to know, you know, what you're doing now. Because, but at a point in time, it got boring. So I don't pick up the phone anymore. It got so boring. Same question every time. What do you do? What I do? I'm retired.
So sorry for my first question. We don't know exactly what are you doing currently. So what do you do in Nigeria?
I'm retired. That's it. But it's fun for people to, like, I don't know how to say. I don't have a problem with this. I just follow the life the way it goes. It comes, it comes. You call me, you call me. You don't call me. It doesn't.
Actually, I think you said that you prefer the life in Nigeria because it's much slower and easygoing, yeah?
Yeah.
The rhythm of the life is different.
The rhythm of the life in
slower.
Europe is like, I heard the phrase that time in Africa or in Nigeria is for people, not people are for time.
Yes. In Europe, everybody's
We have to be on time. all the
nervous,
time.
I think. Yeah, everybody's nervous. Like, everything must be...
You're in a rush, yeah.
Must do this, you're not doing anything, this. And in Nigeria, it's more like, don't worry, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be fine, don't worry.
Actually, it's better attitude for the mental health.
Yeah, because life is difficult in itself, you know, for you to make it in life. It comes easy for some people, but for some people, it's really difficult. And you need a situation where you can go at your own pace. And for me, the pace in Nigeria is good for my mental, you know, so that's why I prefer. Like, I also prefer Greece. You know, you've been to Greece.
It's
Of
different.
course.
Yeah.
You sit down, you have your coffee.
Yeah, drink coffee,
I'm coming, wait.
smoke cigarette.
I am coming, but in Poland, you know, everybody's on point. Like,
So we have a question in this our vehicle for the old players who are sitting here.
yeah.
Who was the most funny guy in the dressing room you've met?
I've met. In national team.
Yes, I think the national team would be good for us because,
Because
there are a lot
Poland.
of players who sat on your place in the past, like Michał Żewłakow sitting here.
Funny guy. Who was the funny guy in the national team?
We have some proposition for
Yeah,
sure.
tell me,
Like,
let me remember.
probably Piotr Świerczewski.
Czerczewski, maybe.
Yeah, he was.
Tomasz Hajto.
Yeah, in my mind was Haito. I wanted to say Haito, but he was talking a lot. And,
He was very self-confident. No?
yeah, he was.
He was putting some pressure on you, for example?
No, not really. I don't know. But I didn't
That's a
care.
good answer.
I
don't know.
I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, he was speaking a lot. He was one of the guys, like, in the plane. We laugh a lot. He makes jokes. Swieczewski is one of them, you know.
Michał Żewłakow maybe later because
Yeah, when he became like
more important player.
important, you
Yeah.
know, because the other guys were, you know, try to, you know, the Haitos impose on him, you know. So yeah, Haito is one of them. He makes a lot of joke about everything.
About watches and exclusive stuff.
Everything, a lot of things I cannot say here.
Okay, next World Cup we're gonna start in 2 months, but without Poland, without Nigeria.
Yes,
Will you follow it or?
Sure, I follow. I find another team, maybe France.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe France.
Why not?
It's either France or Brazil, but I think I follow France this time because Mbappe, you know, for me, I think he's the best.
You had any opportunities to watch Polish national team in the last, I don't know,
I watched the last game.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
Why?
I watch it.
Against Sweden.
Against Sweden, yes,
Yeah.
I watch it. I have friends who say Nigeria is not going to the World Cup, so Poland is not going to. They wish me bad luck.
So with who you are in touch? Your Polish friends?
No,
Expert.
not really.
Okay, so maybe you are reconnect.
Maybe.
You're-
I got a call from a good friend today, this morning.
Yeah, ex-player? As
Yes.
well? Yes, who? Who it was?
You want me to say?
Yeah, why not?
Jacek Paszulewicz.
Jacek Paszulewicz, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, he's into football stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a call from him.
Okay, great.
Okay, so you are watching Polish national team. So which player do you like the most?
Wow, a lot. You know, Lewandowski is my favorite. Yeah, but
Lewandowski is a new Olisadebe, actually.
he's my favorite. He's my favorite. You know, and I like Zielinski.
Yeah.
He's a playmaker. You know.
Look, our favorite.
Yes, he's there.
He's our favorite
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. He's top player. And I forgot the guy that plays on the left side. I think.
Zalewski?
Zalewski.
Yeah, Zalewski.
Nicola
plays
Zalewski.
in Italy now.
Yeah.
Atalanta Bergamo.
Yeah, I think. I look at him. I think maybe I'm like that. You know, he's
Fast with
He
good dribbling.
know how to play.
yeah. I
knows how to
I
play,
like
yeah.
these two players. I think.
So it's a proof that you've watched.
I watch. I don't lie to you. I watch really. I watched the last match live, and you know when this. I don't want to scored the last goal. Man, why?
I was there
Don't
at the stadium.
Why?
It was tough.
Why? I kind of support Arsenal too, and I don't know what to do. Shoot him or he's an Arsenal player too. Yeah, what I do now.
So you had two nicknames in Poland. Oli was one of them, and second one was MC.
Yes.
So what is the
Oli.
story behind?
Olisadebe, Oli for sure.
Oli for sure? It's easy. But
MC, I think, if I remember correctly, that name was given to me by one of the Żewłakows. Yeah,
Okay.
one of them.
I think Michał.
Michał
Yeah,
in
I
the
think
bus. We won a game, so we're coming back. We're very happy. And I think the Polonia song was Czarne koszule.
Tak, yes.
I think I was singing and, you know, making
Czarne,
the voice.
czarne koszule.
And MC. I'm MC, new MC.
Okay. Microphone.
Yes,
Okay, yes.
but they spell
Like MC, like Emmanuel,
like
so
Emmanuel C. And
was
I don't
fitting.
know. Maybe I should ask him. Why did you call me MC? Is it because of this or maybe? I think that is when it started.
Maybe we will, you ask him. I'll record the movie. No?
Come on.
Michał. Patrz kogo mamy. Michał, poznajesz?
Come on. He's really there?
No, I will send him by WhatsApp.
Please tell me, why did you call me MC? Please.
Okay.
Wiśnia MC to dlatego, bo to był Master of Ceremony. Jedna imprezka, gdzie wszystkich zaskoczył i tak zostało. Wszyscy myślą, że to od Emanuela. Nie, to Master of Ceremony. MC.
Manuel, what should we wish to you? Health?
Yeah, health. Peace.
Peace?
Yeah.
And I wish you to be in Poland more often.
Yeah,
in
definitely.
I
future.
wish so.
I hope you will fall in love again in Poland when you see how this country was changed in the last 10 years for sure.
Yeah, sure.
So,
Sure. Thank you.
I
Emmanuel
hope so.
Olisadebe was our guest. A
It was-
legend, massive legend.
Massive
to our
pleasure. It was
generation.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, we were doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.